Hey, yo, what's poppin', gang?
Loving my crew.
All right, man, we back with another video, man. And like I said, bro, typically we be good with not even saying nothing on bro no more, man. But I feel like he there's always something. He always saying something. He always kind of staying in a spotlight. You know, there's a lot of artists who drop music and then they be quiet and they just kind of living their life, enjoying what's going on with the music, touring, doing shows, things like that. It doesn't seem that that's the route that Drake is taking. Before we get into this, man, do me a favor, hit that like button. Like I said in all my videos, man, subscribe to the channel, hype the video. I really appreciate everybody, you know, always showing support. Like I said before, 60% of y'all are not subbed that watch my videos. So if you are watching and you haven't subbed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But today, okay, today we here to talk about the Iceman Rollout. And I think it's kind of interesting that this is popping up today because something else Iceman related popped up just a couple of hours ago and I noticed it and I thought it was the album. It's not. Let's talk about it. So earlier today, this popped up on YouTube and I seen it and I said Iceman episode 3 and I was like, oh wait, man, is he dropping another episode? Are they getting ready to do something, you know, this week? And it always seems to happen right around the time some other news happens. So yesterday, the news of the mediation between Drake's team and UMG, that information came out yesterday. And then today, here we go with another episode of Iceman, which is what I thought they were trying to do. But it's not. It's not. If you can see, this says Iceman episode 3 cut down. So I don't even remember when Iceman episode 3 dropped. What are we in? November? Did it drop sometime in October or was it late September? I can't remember when it dropped. Just dropped the album already, man. Y'all see these comments? Had me so excited for a second. Your fans are looking for your music, bro. Drake is waiting for GTA 6 before the album drop. Album called Iceman, but all songs are heat. Drake is trolling us. He knows how much the world is waiting for this project. 9 likes and I'll quit making music. What? Drake troll button. Okay. And that was kind of my thought process behind this is that is he trolling? But why would you troll your fans? Right? Why would you troll your fans and then give them a cut down version of Iceman episode 3? Which was actually one of the episodes that did some of the craziest stuff like this. Like, y'all remember this? And then the case ends up, you know what I'm saying, getting thrown out. And then no, this isn't the What Did I Miss? This isn't the What Did I Miss video, is it? No, he didn't drop What Did I Miss in this one. But I think this was one of the ones that people criticized the most because of all of the imagery and kind of like maybe like the fake deepness of it. But again, my thing with this is that it came out the day after the mediation announcement was made. And I think it got the fans excited just for a second because it's just a cut down version of Iceman episode 3, which is weird. Okay. Ain't nobody, you think people really want to go back and watch the condensed version? They already seen it. They sat through the stream. So now, I want to go back and see the condensed version. It reads as, if people like to talk about looking for views and searching for views and clicks, that's what this reads as. He knows people are going to go to it, flock to it because they think there's going to be something in it. And maybe there is. We haven't watched it or we're not going to watch it. But people are going to jump to it and give them those views and give them those clicks and kind of keep the relevancy up, right? So let's move on from that and let's get to this. So Drake actually then after dropping that today on his, I think that's his page. Yeah, on his official page, then after dropping that today, Drake dropped some quotes, some statements via Complex about the rollout of Iceman. So Drake shares his thoughts on the state of music right now. And why he incorporated live streaming into his Iceman rollout. I think that was a big question. I think we all thought that he would probably be taking more of a liking to streaming because it doesn't really seem like the music. And I don't want to be. His music is definitely, he's still making money off his music. I'm not saying that he's not. For the people who are watching, he's still making. I know he's still making money off of his music, but I personally, we can see that it's not being received the same. Okay, so maybe we start to pivot, maybe we start to roll out and look into other avenues where we can start making some more money, right? This is what he says. The game is extremely calm seas right now. Nobody is rocking any boat on the water. And so once we discussed the live stream rollout, it just sounded like the perfect mix of risk and reward for me. Now, my question would be, where is the risk? I'm sure if I sat down and thought about it, I could come up with, okay, there's risk here. He's been seen with streamers. He didn't do any solo streams at the time, but he did stream with other creators. He has a massive audience. And he's teasing music. He's not sitting there playing a video game, right? He's not sitting there playing a game. He's Iceman is a rollout for an album, so people are gonna watch to see what's happening with the album. So currently, I don't see the risk. Okay, I definitely see reward. It's a new way to do things. People probably have not rolled out albums via streaming before. Streaming is such a I won't say new. It is kind of new, but it's such a new way to incorporate your fan base and your following. So I see a lot of reward there. Okay, I think I'm always capable of recognizing when things are shifting and not being weirdly affected by it, not being jealous, not being thirsty, just finding how I can shine light or coexist or even make it a part of our ecosystem. So sounds to me like he's trying to use a lot of, I won't even say big words, but I think he's kind of going around, he's kind of circling around something, because most people would say there is some jealousy there. Most people would say there is some thirstiness there. And then here we have another not being weirdly affected by it. Basically, I'm unbothered, okay? Now, the one thing that he said that kind of stood out to me was nobody's rocking any boat on the water. If nobody is rocking any boat on the water, then drop the album. Drop the music. There's nothing happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Drop the music. It's calm seas right now. And I want to get to this comment because I saw this comment and I thought, brilliant. Brilliant. The seas, shout out to Wana Forever too. The seas he's talking about is him jumping on every newcomer or popular artist's wave. You've been thirsty. Meanwhile, your 60 plus songs supposed to be flopped harder than the fish. Now, I don't know if the 60 plus is correct. I've heard 40 plus. It could be correct. I'm not saying that it's not, but then I thought about who's the new artist? Who's the hot artist that has a sound that is catching on and is something that could be kind of leached onto? I'm like, damn, I don't know if they're already. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's making the waves and the sounds that's like, that's where I need to go. So it's almost like there's not anything for him to latch onto in order to pop. But y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it. But reading this comment and then also kind of just applying it to what he's saying, the calm is extremely calm seas right now. The game, is extremely calm seas right now. I know he kind of talks in riddles too. It is calm. It is a lot calmer, but if it's that calm, then this is the perfect time for people to pay attention to you and for you to drop the music. That's the way I see it, okay? What are the other people saying? I'm definitely capable of recognizing when things are shifting and not being weirdly affected by it. Since the beef, he's dropped more than 30 songs and none has gone #1 on Billboard. But somehow, he's capable of recognizing when stuff's shifting. More of the same, right? Keep continuously doing more of the same, dropping the same kind of sound, going to what works, going back to the well, excuse me, and then chasing that #1 and not getting it, right? Not being jealous, just seeing how I can steal the wave. I think the choice of words is incredible because that is something I definitely saw. Calm seas and then jumping and stealing the wave. Calling the rap game calm seas is hilarious when 90% of the rappers been beefing all year. I see what he's saying though when he's saying calm seas. They have been beefing, but as far as his lane is calm seas. You got a lot of albums that dropped, a lot of music that's being released, but it's just not his lane. So it's super calm for him, right? Not being jealous, not being thirsty, not being affected by it. K-Bots, blood pressure rises. Why do you... I should have knew it. The DC Sixer. Nobody's blood pressure is rising. We just calling out the obvious. It's always that. It's always having a logical understanding of what's going on versus, just rage baiting. Yes, it's usually calm after wars where one side got obliterated. Facts. The game been okay without you, big bro. Eloquently stated, not being jealous, not being thirsty, just finding out how I can shine a light or coexist or make it a part of our ecosystem. None of that bogus, boastful, boisterous, big me nonsense. Calm seas because only Kendrick is captain right now. Okay, so you have a little bit of both sides there. Kendrick humbled him. He's not his usual arrogant self. Now he's talking about coexisting and shining lights. Does sound like he's been humbled a little bit though. It does sound like he's been humbled a little bit. And I think when you're presented with reality, you have to kind of take an account of what's going on and say, damn, maybe things are changing for me, which is why we get that whole streaming era thing, man. So again, let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments. This is not like major news, but I do think it's kind of interesting, the timing, and then also seeing that we get this Iceman cut down episode when people probably assumed when they first saw this, that it was a new addition to the Iceman. It was a new addition to the Iceman Rollout or the album itself. And then it kind of also says it doesn't give any timeline on when the album could be dropping or if it's dropping anymore. If I'm not mistaken, I believe most of the information was moved off of his IG, and I don't know if that's there anymore. So let me know how you guys feel about this. Drake sharing his thoughts on the state of music right now. Do you guys agree with this? His comments on the state of music? Is it calm seas? Is nobody rocking a boat on the water? Is Drake looking for a wave to hop on? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hype the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.